Hello everyone, welcome to day 18 of Do Math With Me series. This is exclusively for class 10 students who are preparing for board exams 2027. We have been doing it for the past more than 2 weeks and it started with chapter 1 and right now we are in polynomials. We are about to complete polynomials. If you are new to the series, please do check out the previous videos within Do Math With Me. I also have separate playlists for the chapter itself, that is the first chapter real numbers and the second one that is polynomials, and wherein everything starting from the exercise problems of NCERT and Exemplar, R.D. Sharma is also a part of it, and other reference books are all the important questions from the previous year's question paper are a part of Do Math With Me. So do check out if you haven't. Let's see 5 important problems today from the polynomials. The first question for the day is find the degree of the polynomial x minus 1 multiplied by x square plus x minus x to the power 4 plus 2. The mistakes that students do is they take this term separately, they find out the degree, which is 1. What do you mean by degree? It is the highest power of the variable. Whatever is the highest power of the variable, that is what is called the degree of the polynomial, right? But here what you are given is nothing but a product of two algebraic expressions. So ideally what we have to do is, first of all, let us multiply the two expressions and then find out the degree. So let me write the given polynomial as it is: x minus 1 multiplied by x square plus x minus x to the power 4 plus 2. How do I multiply? First I would take x and multiply with each term of the second expression. Okay, and then minus 1 multiplied by each term of the second expression. Okay, let me start with x. So x into x square, it is x cube. X into x, right? I hope you are able to understand. X into x square, I have written x cube. X multiplied by x, it is x square. So plus x square minus x to the power 5 plus 2x. So I've multiplied x with all the 4 terms of the second expression. Now I'm going to multiply minus 1. So minus 1 into x square is minus x square, minus x, minus into minus is plus x to the power 4, and then minus 2. Is there anything that we can cancel? I can see an x square and minus x square, which we have cancelled out. So you have got x cube is one term, minus x to the power 5. You can solve 2x minus x is plus x. Okay, and then plus x to the power 4 minus 2. This is what you get when you find the product of the two expressions. Now what is the variable here? Variable is x. What is the highest power of x? In the first term it's 3, 5, and then it's 1, 4. So what is the highest power? It is 5. So therefore the degree of this polynomial is 5. Okay, therefore the degree of the polynomial is nothing but 5. Okay, this is your answer. Let's go ahead and do the second question. If m and n are the zeros of the polynomial which is given by 3x square plus 11x minus 4, find the value of m by n and n by m. Let us go ahead. The minute you are given m and n are the zeros of the polynomial, let us say your p of x polynomial is given as 3x square plus 11x minus 4. So what is the sum of the zeros here? The sum of the zeros is given by m plus n. You are taking m and n as a 0. So m plus n is equal to minus b by a. So it's nothing but, here what is a? A is nothing but your 3, right? The coefficient of x square. What's your b? B is the coefficient of x, which is 11. And what is your c? C is minus 4. So these are called the coefficients of the polynomial. So sum of the zeros is nothing but m plus n equal to minus b by a, which is nothing but minus 11 by 3. Okay, so the product of the zeros, what is the product of the zeros. That is m into n is equal to c by a. What is c? Minus 4 by a is nothing but 3. Correct? Now what we have to find out? To find m divided by n plus n divided by m. So take the LCM. LCM is nothing but mn. So the numerator will have m square plus n square. Now this is a very important identity to remember. Always remember m plus n the whole square is nothing but a plus b the whole square. A square plus b square plus 2ab. Therefore, what is the formula for m square plus n square is equal to m plus n the whole square minus 2mn. Okay, this is a derived identity. So let me write it here. M plus n the whole square minus 2mn whole divided by mn. So everything we have brought it to the form sum of zeros and product of the zeros. What is m plus n? Minus 11 by 3. Right? So you have minus 11 by 3 the whole square minus 2 multiplied by what is mn? 4 by 3. Right? Minus 4 by 3. Whole divided by again minus 4 by 3. Now we have to solve it. Let me just shift the question a little below so that I have space to do. Okay. So what is minus 11 by 3 the whole square? 11 square is 121. So 121 divided by 9 plus 2 4s are 8 by 3 whole divided by minus 4 by 3. Okay. Then in the numerator, what is the LCM? It is 9. 9 is the LCM. So you have 121 plus 24 whole divided by minus 4 by 3. I will write it as minus 3 by 4. I can take a reciprocal or flip it. When I take the denominator fraction to the numerator, I can flip the numerator and denominator. Okay. So what do you get here? 121 plus, so it's 145. 3 and 3 3s are 9. Right? So it is nothing but you have a minus sign. Minus divided by minus 145 divided by 3 into 4, which is 12. So this is your answer. Whatever expression you have got, right? See, you had to find out what is m by n divided by n by m. You have taken the LCM and just substituted. But in order to do that, you should know there is nothing called, you don't know the sum of the squares of the zeros. So you should remember this identity, which is m square plus n square equal to m plus n the whole square minus 2mn. So you can replace the numerator with that, and then the sum of the zero is minus 11 by 3. Just substitute in place of m plus n, and in place of mn you can just substitute minus 4 by 3 and calculate it very correctly. Take care of the signs also. Okay. So the final answer is minus 145 divided by 12. I hope all of you got it. Let's move on to the next question. Please do pause the video and make sure you solve it. Okay. If you are getting any other answer, probably you would have missed while doing this arithmetic, basic arithmetic. Some mistakes would have happened. Minus into minus is plus, or minus the whole square is again plus. 11 square 121 by 9. Just take care. Just check if everything is correct. Let's move on to the next question. If alpha and beta are the zeros of the quadratic polynomial, which is given by p of s is equal to 3s square minus 6s plus 4, you have to find the value of this particular expression, which is in terms of the zeros, alpha and beta. Everywhere you have alpha, beta. The minute you are given this polynomial, let us calculate what is the sum of the zeros and what is the product of the zeros. So first let me write the given polynomial as it is. Okay. So it is nothing but 3s square minus 6s plus 4. What is the sum of the zeros? Alpha plus beta is equal to minus b by a. minus b by a. So minus b is minus 6. I'm putting it in the bracket. Divided by a is 3. So 6 by 3, which is 2. And what is alpha beta? It's equal to c by a. What is c? 4. 4 by 3. So alpha beta is nothing but 4 by 3. Now let's see what you have to find. So let me start from here. To find alpha by beta plus beta by alpha plus 2 multiplied by 1 by alpha plus 1 by beta plus 3 alpha beta. For the first two terms, take the LCM. Okay. Let, let this be separate. For the first two terms, take the LCM. So you will have alpha beta, alpha square plus beta square plus 2 multiplied by same way. Take the LCM. LCM is alpha beta. So here, right, what I'm doing is this one. 1 by alpha plus 1 by beta. The LCM is alpha beta. So in the numerator, you will have alpha plus beta. Okay, plus 3 alpha beta. Okay. Now, I just told you the formula for alpha square plus beta square in the previous question. It is nothing but I'm going to write it here. Alpha plus beta the whole square minus 2 alpha beta whole divided by alpha beta plus 2 multiplied by alpha plus beta divided by alpha beta. Okay. And then the last third term is 3 alpha beta. Now everything is of the form, if you see here, alpha plus beta, there's a sum of zeros and product of the zeros. Every term has been changed to the form of sum of and now you have to just substitute the value. What is the sum of the zeros? That is alpha plus beta. It is 2. So 2 square minus 2 into 2 multiplied by 4 by 3 whole divided by 4 by 3. So plus 2 multiplied by what is alpha plus beta? 2 divided by 4 by 3 plus 3 multiplied by 4 by 3. Okay, so 3 gets cancelled here. What do you get? So 4 minus 8 by 3 whole divided by 4 by 3 plus what do you get? 4 divided by 4 by 3 plus 4. Right? So here what is the numerator here? Take the LCM in the numerator. So you will have, this is by 1, right? So it's 12 minus 8. So it's 12 minus 8 whole divided by 4 by 3 plus 4 into 3 by 4. Okay, I'm just going to flip it plus 4. So 4 gets cancelled. This is nothing but 8. I can replace this 12 minus 8 by 3 as 4 by 3. So 4 by 3 will get cancelled. So the first term will be 1 plus 3 plus 4. So what is it? 4 plus 3 is 7. 7 plus 1 is 8. So the final answer is going to be 8. So it's very, very easy. It's just that when you see a polynomial and when you are told alpha and beta are the zeros of the polynomial, immediately find out the sum of the zeros and find the product of the zeros. Based on the values, you can substitute and solve whatever you have to find in terms of alpha and beta. You can use it, and this is one identity which you have to learn. Alpha square plus beta square equal to alpha plus beta the whole square minus 2 alpha beta. So in that case, everything else is transformed. So replace the values that you have got. Let's move on to the last question of the day. You are given a polynomial. This is actually a question from the case study, but I have not mentioned any of those stories that the boy is throwing a ball which is in the form of a parabola, and the graph of the path that the ball traces or the stone traces is given by this polynomial. So I have not written those theory or stories of the case study. I have only written what is the main information in the case study question. You are given P of t equal to minus 2t square plus 7t plus 4. This is given to you. You have to write the name and degree of the quadratic polynomial. What is the name? What is the degree of the polynomial? So here in the given polynomial, the variable is t. The highest value of t, highest power of t is 2, so the degree is 2. Okay, the first answer is the degree of this polynomial is 2. What is the name? If the degree is 2, it is called a quadratic polynomial. Okay. It's a quadratic polynomial. That's all. This is the first answer, first 1 mark. Okay, this is actually a 4-mark question. Second one, find the factors of P of t. You have to find the factors of P of t. How do we do it? Let us write the given question first of all. You are given the polynomial minus 2t square plus 7t plus 4. Okay. How do you find the factors? Let's use the middle term splitting. Get a sum and get a product. So what is the sum? Sum is nothing but your b value, the coefficient of t, which is 7. What is product? A into c. So A is minus 2 into c is nothing but the constant. So minus 2 into 4 is minus 8. So again 8 and 1, and you have, if you put a negative sign, you're just finding out two numbers whose product is 7 and whose sum is 7 and whose product is minus 8. So the two numbers are 8 and minus 1. Just replace the middle term, so you'll be getting minus 2t square plus 8t minus t plus 4. We are just doing the middle term splitting. And if you take say 2t common out, what do you get inside? Minus t plus 4, right? Again plus 1 common out, minus t plus 4. So what are the factors? You have minus t plus 4 common out, and the leftover is 2t plus 1. These are the factors of the given polynomial. Factors of P of t. That is your second question. This is the answer for your second question. What is the third question? The number of real zeros are. So in order to find the number of zeros, you have to equate. Okay. So to find the number of zeros, you have to equate your polynomial P of t to 0. So you don't have to redo it. Whatever you have got as a factor, that you can equate it to 0. Minus t plus 4 and 2t plus 1 is equal to 0. So what do you get the value of t? Either minus t plus 4 equal to 0, which means t is equal to 4. This is 1 0. Or 2t plus 1 equal to 0, which means 2t equal to minus 1 or t equal to minus 1 by 2. So how many zeros have you got? 2 zeros, right? This is 1 0 and this is the other 0. These are the zeros of the given polynomial. So the number of real zeros are 2. Okay. And last question, where will the graph of P of t cut the x-axis? Where will the graph cut the x-axis? Obviously at the zeros, right? So the fourth point is the graph will cut the x-axis at the graph will cut the x-axis at x is equal to 4 and at x equal to minus 1 by 2. Okay, so at these 2 points, these are the only 2 points which are the zeros of the polynomial. Hence, your y is going to be 0. Okay, at x equal to 4 and x equal to minus 1 by 2. So at these 2 points, your graph will cut the x-axis. So this is actually a case study question and 4 questions, 1 mark each. Very, very easy question. So never bother about all those stories that are written here. Sometimes I have seen questions which say, there is the beehive, okay, which is in the shape of a parabola, and then you'll be given the polynomial and then all of these questions. So don't even read anything which is written above it, okay, because that's not at all relevant. All you have to observe is what is the polynomial given and what are the questions that follow. So these are the questions which you can directly answer. I hope you understood. Do make a note of it, and I hope this was useful. You learned something out of these 4 questions that we did. Also, another announcement is, apart from you checking all the other videos of Do Math with Me, Do join me live on Sunday at 6 to 7 p.m. IST for doing MCQ questions. So there will be a 1 hour live session every Sunday, and it's chapter wise, one chapter at a time. So do join me at 6 p.m. on my channel Numeriq Learning, and let us do problems for an hour. Thank you so much. Happy learning, and do leave your feedback in the comments. If you have any questions, drop that in the comments, and do share and please do subscribe. Thank you.